and it was the Marlins who came out on top. The final was 1-0. Jose Fernandez was the winning pitcher in this one, his 7th victory of the year. He currently owns the lowest ERA in the National League among qualified pitchers. Right now, the Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West, 14 games back. The Marlins sit in 1st place in the National League East Division. They have a small half-game advantage. The Washington Nationals visited PNC Park to play the Pirates, and it was the Pirates who came away victorious. The score was 7-5. Starling Marte was a major force at the plate as he drove in 4. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. A.J. Burnett started and pitched well enough to earn his 6th victory of the season. Looking at the standings, the Pirates are in 4th place in the NL Central, 13 games out. The Nationals are in 2nd place in the NL East, only a half game back. The Orioles were in the Big Apple to play the Yankees, and it was the Yankees who came away with the win. The final score was 9-5. Jacoby Ellsbury turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the American League. CC Sabathia earned the victory on the mound, his 8th of the season. As of today, the Yankees sit in last place in the American League East Division, 20 games out of 1st. The Orioles are atop the division. They have a 3-game cushion. The White Sox did battle against the Tribe at Progressive Field, and the White Sox on the road grabbed the victory in extra innings, the final 4-3. Aaron Harang grabbed the win in relief, his 5th on the year. Heading into today, the Indians are in 2nd place in the AL Central. They're 7 games back. The White Sox are 4th in the division, 14.5 out of 1st. The Seattle Mariners went up against the Tigers in Motown, and it was the Tigers who prevailed. The final score was 3-2. Alex Wilson grabbed the win in relief, his 5th on the year. Right now, the Tigers are in 1st place in the AL Central, a sizable 7 games ahead of 2nd. The Mariners are in 2nd place in the AL West. They're 3.5 games back. The Minnesota Twins visited Angels Stadium in Anaheim to take on
A great night of baseball ahead from Boston. It's the Tigers and the Red Sox, and it's coming up next. Now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Central leading Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
We've got 2 starters in this one tonight that are going to have their work cut out for them. These are 2 of the better offensive clubs you're ever going to find. So if you hold your opponent to maybe 3 or 4 runs over 7 innings, you'd probably have a pretty good chance of coming out of this thing with a win.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll tee it up against the ever-improving right-hander Rick Porcello. And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him. Anthony Gose makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Eric Karros, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
And you know, the little things have been a recurring theme on these telecasts for years now, but when you're in a losing streak like this, no matter how minor it is, it always seems like the little things are going the other team's way. That has certainly been the case these last few games.
And the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Here's the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Here comes a 1-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ballgame. Time to check out the scouting report here as we run the numbers on this 26-year-old right-hander. Jose Iglesias will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Here it comes. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. One now to Iglesias. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. Here it comes, 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Now the 3-1 pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Miguel Cabrera will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs. First pitch coming. And this will be fouled away. The pitch. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Here comes the 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second. There to get it is Pedroia. Throw on to Craig will be in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Tigers nothing. Sox coming to the plate. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Starting lineup for the Red Sox looks like this. Alfredo Simon is on the mound to face them. His greatest challenge in this one will be avoiding the long ball. He's going to be staring down some guys. There'll be tough outs in this ball game, but it'll be imperative that he keeps the ball in the ballpark. And a quick look now at the defensive alignment behind him for Detroit. Mookie Betts will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Mookie
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. One on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Two, 1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. 3-2, here it is. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Fouled back. Full count pitch on its way. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
He'll be disappointed with that at bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Dustin Pedroia will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch on the way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Goes back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
And on the mound, he's got to hope he doesn't have to suffer through watching too many more of those off the bat.
David Ortiz will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Papi awaiting the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
2-0 on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And that's through. A base hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Hanley Ramirez stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The next pitch. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. A runner on first with 2 away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Red Sox lead 1. We've played an inning. No score. Victor Martinez leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Designated hitter, Victor Martinez.
First offering on the way. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1.
Come on, Red Sox.
The 1-0 pitch. Trying to keep the ball down here as this one finds the knees for strike 1. The 1-1 to Martinez. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. It's gone. And the second frame gets started with a bang. So a solo home run for Victor Martinez. 19th home run for him on the season as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Yoenis Cespedes will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play 6th in the American League in hitting. First pitch coming. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
A 2-1 offering. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now.
Get strike 3 here.
Here's the full count offering. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Ian Kinsler steps in now.
Come on!
Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Let's go, Doc!
He's set, now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. The 1-1. Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike.
He's gonna go.
Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it looks like he's aiming the baseball now instead of just letting it go.
Let's turn two now.
Here he comes on 3-1. Lined into left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Boy, what an outstanding play out there in left center field. This is showing no regard for his body. He's going to wind up getting a mouthful of turf, too. But he's able to hold on to the baseball. That's just very well done.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. And a good swing there on 1-0, but this is in the air out to right field. Under it, Castillo, and Rusney has it for out number 2. Corey Hunter will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First pitch coming. First pitch finds the zone. No balls and a strike. 39-year-old veteran.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
2 out with the man at first. One strike now to Hunter. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Way to go, Red Sox.
He waits. Now the pitch. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. 1 for the Tigers on the solo home run by Victor Martinez. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Detroit. Pablo Sandoval will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. First pitch to him. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And no shot there for Cabrera. It's a fair ball. The throw into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Yeah, good chance to get that early run right back. This is a great swing right here. He drives this one all the way out to the wall, and he's into second with a leadoff double.
Alan Craig get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with one out.
And here's the first pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 14 doubles on the season so far. One 0 on the way. Look out, 2-0 now.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
He's ready now, the pitch. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Cespedes is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
A fly ball to left's not going to do you any good in this situation. Look, you got a guy on second and nobody out. If you take this to right field and advance a runner, then at least you made a productive out. Instead, this is just a waste.
Here's the first offering. Rusney Castillo comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. One out and a runner on second base. The 1-0. And this catches the outside corner, strike one. One pitch on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
Yeah, and even though this bounces over the wall, I don't think it would have made any difference one way or the other. I kind of doubt he would have been thinking about going for three, and the runner was going to score anyway without a problem.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He comes in at 262 on the year, 8 home runs and 28 RBIs. From the stretch. Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2.
Come on now.
0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Hunter is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Yeah, this is a nice catch here, moving toward that right field line. No chance to prevent that runner from moving up to third, though, and he gets over there with only 1 out.
Stepping in now, Ryan Hennigan, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and 17 RBIs. 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. Men on third with 2 down. Here's the 1-1. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the 1-2. Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Back now with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as catcher Alex Avila gets set to start things out here in the Tigers' half of the inning.
Hot dog, get hot dog.
Now the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Come on, that was a strike.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
And here's a ball hit in the air. One away here to begin the third.
That's a good pitch right there. Inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone. And as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Into the box now, Anthony goes. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
The 1-2 with one away. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
When you're already in the hole at the plate, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But that's what he's doing up there. That's a second time he struck out in the ball game. It's another instance where his pitch selection is really doing him in.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
2 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. After 2.5, it remains a 1-1 ball game. Mookie Betts will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Now the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. Now here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Here's the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Here he comes on 2-2. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Now another 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Waiting next is Dustin Pedroia. The 3-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Still 2 strikes. Once again, a 3-2. Hit hard toward the right side, but right to Cabrera, and that's the first out.
Oh, you can feel for him, too, because you know exactly what's going through his mind right there. You can't believe it. You know when you're going good at the plate, all the little flares and bleeders, they all start going your way and they fall in. But when you're scuffling like he has, even the Rockets find a glove.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now here's the pitch. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Yeah, and we see too many guys break fingers, break wrists, bruise knuckles. You name it on the fastballs in tight. That's an occupational hazard.
Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Red Sox move in front. It's 2-1.
I'll tell you what, there is no better feeling for a hitter after being backed off the plate than to turn around and do this on the next pitch. That is just the ultimate. You think you can intimidate me? Think again.
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
And these guys already have 1 home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
The 1-0. Now a swing by Ortiz, and Big Papi drills this one deep to right field. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleachers. A solo home run for David Ortiz. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Red Sox have taken a 3-1 lead.
And that's already 2 home runs he's coughed up here in the first 2 1/3 innings. He's not fooling anybody out there, and they just keep pouring it on.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ramirez. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Over to his left. He's up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting the third baseman, number 48, Pablo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now here's the pitch. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. One, 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 3 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Tigers 1. Miguel Cabrera will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Detroit, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Now here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
That was a strike. Come on.
1-0 pitch now. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2. Fouled back. Here's another 1-2. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Leadoff man retired now for the switch-hitting catcher, Victor Martinez. Now the first pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. The 1-1 home. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And Martinez is going to have himself a base knock. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Yoenis Cespedes will dig in. He singled his first time around.
That runner's leaning.
First pitch on the way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now the 1-1. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now. Here comes a 1-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Another 1-2 delivery. And this is fouled back and out of play. Again, a 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
2-2 pitch on the way. Oh, and he rips this one to first. Well, this is speared by the first baseman. So the runner stays at first here with 2 away, and that brings us to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see the top 2 pitch velocities here, 96 on one hand versus a still respectable 92 on the other. So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Now here's the first pitch. Line foul off to the right over the Red Sox dugout. He's ready. Now the pitch. Swing and a liner.
That's a foul ball.
Foul. Pause. Now the pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Here comes the 1-2. And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Nick Castellanos will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. First offering on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Just get the out.
Here's a 1-0. Right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair. Score holds, it's 3-1. Alan Craig will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Oh, yeah.
And now a pitch on the way.
Here we go.
This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. And with that, he'll stretch that hit streak as he's now hit in 8 straight games. Rusney Castillo will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. Here's the first offering. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that'll be off the green monster in left.
And maybe this is one of the few drawbacks as a hitter of having that 37-foot wall out there in left. Any other park in the big leagues, this is a double. Here, it's out left, and they hold them to just a loud single.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
And in a National League game, this might be a spot to put one down, but I sort of doubt we'll see that here.
Looking good, Red Sox.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Here we go.
Out of play. Oh, and 2 home now to Bogaerts. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. To Iglesias for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Yeah, that's good hustle hitting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Ryan Hennigan will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Now at the plate, you're looking for something up in the zone. Try and keep it in the air. Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
Come on, Buster.
.1-0 on the way. And clearly trying to keep the ball low here. That's ball 2.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Now the 2-0 home. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Corey Hunter will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Fielder number 48, Corey Hunter.
First pitch coming. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
One strike now to Hunter. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to Milou there. The right-hander deals on 1-2. This will be handled by Pedroia at second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Alex Avila will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch coming. Too low, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Breaking balls in there that time. 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
Ooh, right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Pitch on its way to Avila. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it, 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
And this is a two-seam fastball with a little bit of life to it. I mean, they'll often run east to west or vice versa, depending on the pitcher's handedness. He just had no answer for this one.
Anthony Gose will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. DK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game. And you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Oh, that's upstairs.
And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Oh, that's wrong, huh? So wrong.
Here's the 1-0. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Here's the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Now the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Down in order go the Tigers, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Mookie Betts will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Center fielder.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Here it comes. fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
1-1 on the way. Fouled back. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Here comes a 2-2. Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. The 2-2. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. Ghost is right there, 1 down.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody on that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Pedroia waiting, the 1-0. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner.
Now batting number 34, designated hitter, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
MVP!
Now the first pitch. And that's taken for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Now the 1-2 home to Ortiz. Lays off 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 offering. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. The 2-2 one more time. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Here's the payoff pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Well, this is a pitch that Greg Maddux made famous for all those years. I'll tell you what, we used to call it the Yahoo fastball. He's going to start that two-seamer right on the right hip of the left-handed hitter, and then it's going to work its way back to the inside corner. So hard to pull the trigger if you're a lefty.
Hanley Ramirez will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Here's the first pitch to him. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side. And Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? Bet he does.
Pablo Sandoval. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. Now here's the first pitch. Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back.
Come on!
He waits. Now the pitch. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Now you can pretty clearly see he's starting to make some mistakes in location, and they're jumping on him. Here, this is out over the plate. He doesn't miss it. Lines it for an RBI single.
Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Joaquin Soria is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Here now is Alan Craig as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
2 men are on with 2 men out. He's set. Now the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
The 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
One, two. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. He's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Rusney Castillo will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ball game thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. First pitch to him. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. From the belt, the pitch. Swing hard liner to left center. Base hit. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
This is just like a conveyor belt out there. That's 4 straight hits they've collected here. They'll just all keep moving up a base at a time.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Come on, Buck. Let's go.
Now the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Catching these runners here. Come on, let's get
Comes
hit.
set. Now the pitch. Big swing and a He's ready now. The pitch. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
The 2-2 coming. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Goes is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with only limited damage on the scoreboard. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Tigers 1. Jose Iglesias will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First pitch on the way. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
So 1 away, and that'll bring in Miguel Cabrera. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Well, it's just game one of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Now the pitch. Trying to get Cabrera to chase there, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
The 1-2 with one away. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
The pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
And Cabrera watches it miss, so he'll head to first with a base on balls.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Victor Martinez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. Flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch coming. Hit hard but fouled off to the left, and that'll keep you honest as a third base coach. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Comes set, now the pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. One there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Tigers fail to make any noise. They're down here 5-1. Ryan Hennigan will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Catcher, Ryan Hennigan.
First offering on the way. In there, no balls and a strike.
I'm not sure that pitch would break a pane of glass. That is very tough for a big league hitter to wait that out.
Now here it comes. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Mookie Betts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Now the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. One pitch on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here comes a 1-2. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. you pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Dustin Pedroia will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch coming. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one. Pitch on the way. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. Foul. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Can he get up and make the play? Yes, he can. A beautiful play that time, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Yoenis Cespedes will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Here comes the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Full count offering on its way. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to first. Over with it himself is Craig to record the 3 unassisted putout.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Ian Kinsler will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first offering. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, ground ball out to start the 7th. Now an 0-2 count. He's looking sharp as ever.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball, strikes 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Nick Castellanos will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
2 out, nobody on. The next pitch. Now a ball lined to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
In is Torrey Hunter, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. One strike now to Hunter, and that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. Now the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
The 3-1 is on the way. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. So this is right to Pedroia, and the inning is over. Tigers leave 1. They're down 5-1. So the call's gone out to the bullpen as they'll turn things over to the big guy, the hard-throwing right-hander Jabba Chamberlain. David Ortiz will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. The pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Another 0-2 coming. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Now the 1-2 home to Ortiz. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Now another 1-2. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. Solo shot here to left. His second of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, when you give up a clutch homer like that this late in the game that gives the other team a lead, you know you're kicking yourself a little bit. And how are you going to refocus now and get back into this game?
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
And here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Now the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Ready with the 2-1. To 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 home. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. One out, nobody on. And the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches that he wasn't biting on. But don't be surprised if he goes back to something harder here on 2-2.
2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, still looking for that put-away pitch. He hasn't gotten him to offer it any of the last 3.
Woo!
3-2, here it comes. Driven the other way out to deep left field. Gone! Over the monster for a home run. Solo shot here for Pablo Sandoval, number 14 on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he He homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Lane Hardy will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Alan Craig will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
That's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of ones and twos, but those will add up.
Now the first pitch. In there for strike one, 0-1. Now here it comes. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Standing in now, Rusney Castillo, as he'll take a look at ball one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Now the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Junichi Tazawa will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Alex Avila will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. On to the eighth now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. Pitch on its way to Avila. And, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 1-1 home. Tries the fork ball here, but he falls behind 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here he comes on 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a slider. Got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Yep, you saw his numbers there just a moment ago, and he's got that ERA in the low twos coming into play, and he continues to pitch effectively as he retires the first man to greet him here.
Anthony Gose will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
The 1-0 pitch. That misses. 2-0.
Now you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at guys.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll round it and try for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
Yeah, you can't help but think about all the men they've left on base so far and how many times a triple like this could have really done some damage. Instead, they'll have to be content to take this one with the bases empty.
Jose Iglesias will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Let's get him out.
Now here's the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. He's ready. Now the pitch. Lined into left center. And he's got himself a base hit.
Now, this game isn't over yet, but they're at least able to tack a second run onto the scoreboard here. You never say never in this game, but this hole might be a little too deep to dig out of.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
First pitch to him. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. 2-0 now.
Well, I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. Too high. And it's 3-0.
You've got a guy on deck here that's homered already. So things could get real interesting with a base on balls here.
Now the 3-0 offering. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
And once he got to 2-0, I think he started peeking over at that on-deck circle because it was pretty clear that he didn't want any part of this game.
Edward Mujica will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Victor Martinez will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball, 1-0. On the way. Still won't get him to fish downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
The 2-0 on the way. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But this will get fouled. 2-1. First and second now, one man out. Here's the 2-1 home to Martinez. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Yeah, and he makes the right decision holding him at third there. A lot of people might say Why not send him? Well, it's because you don't need one run. You need lots of runs. No sense taking any chances at this point.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch coming. Yoenis Cespedes is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. From the stretch. Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead, you don't want to give him a cheapie. That's a nice block right there.
Here comes the 1-1. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Pedroia back to Craig. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Xander Bogaerts will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. First pitch on the way. First pitch fastball runs a bit too high. It's ball one. The 1-0. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 2-1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Out in front here is Bogaerts as he drives this one foul down the left side. The next 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
First full inning of work for him here out of the bullpen. Now, remember, he got the final 2 outs of the last inning. He starts this inning off right by getting the swinging strikeout.
In now, Ryan Hennigan. As he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Now here's the pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Kinsler will settle under this one for out number 2.
Strikeout and a soft liner here. He's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Here's Mookie Betts. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. Here's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. Here's a ball popped up behind the plate for Avila. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're on top 7-2. Ian Kinsler will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Now the first pitch. Fouled back. Pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. Now the 1-1. Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Now the 2-2 pitch. This is hit on the ground, but foul.
That ball's foul.
The 2-2 one more time. Now a little dribbler up the line to first. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4. And they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now he's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
Nick Castellanos will dig in. He singled his last time around. Now here's the first pitch. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Pedroia on to Craig, and it's in time, a double play.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man on to start the 9th, and things are looking up. But then this is a made-to-order double play ball, and suddenly you're just an out away from this game being over.
Corey Hunter will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
Water! Get your water here!
First pitch coming.
Quick!
Low for ball 1.
Come on! You can do it! Oh, good
The 1-0.
shot!
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. You know, a young guy might have swung at both of those first 2 pitches.
2 out, nobody on. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Here he comes on 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Here he comes, 3-1. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Up with it there is Sandoval. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
And that turns out to be a great start to this series for these guys as they take game 1 here in front of the home crowd.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, David Ortiz. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Red Sox win it 7-2. Good night from Fenway.
Final night score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Rick Porcello. His record is now 9-3. The loss goes to Alfredo Simon. He falls to 8-4. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. I'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.